Hey guys, Ed here. Welcome back, Models and Beer. It's been a couple of weeks since I put together a video, so this one is, long time coming. I have been busy. I've been working on my Chevelle and got it finished. So this is the reveal of my Chevelle, and came out well. I ran into a few hiccups with it. I'm not much of a car builder per se. I'm more into military vehicles and ships. And, well, you guys know that. But I did do my best on this Revell, and the Chevelle, and I will have to say it really went together well. It really did. The minor hiccups that I had with it were, my fault, and I bought a lot of the aftermarket stuff for it, and just to kind of spiff it up a little bit. It was a Christmas present from my son, and I, wanted to make it the best that I could make it. And I'm happy with it. It came out really nice. Um, with the aftermarket parts that I put on, like the breathers, I had the coil, I have plug wires, distributors, and all this extra stuff, our alternator that I put on, and a lot of this stuff I had to pre-plan because you know how things go together, and when you're adding parts in that don't really belong there, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I had to plan ahead as far as before I put something in, I had to see what was going to be coming up next, and to make sure that was proper time to put that piece in, or do I have to wait? Because the instructions don't give you the information about the aftermarket parts. You have to kind of play that in yourself. So everything went in really well. I did have a hiccup with the air breather. It was a little bit taller than the stock air breather, and I get into that in the video, so I'm not going to sit here and bore it and repeat it twice and make the video longer than it really needs to be. So let's go ahead. I'm going to get into the reveal of my Chevelle, and I got some updates coming on the Arizona, guys. If you're following my channel for the Arizona build, I know I had put that on the back burner, and I had a lot of things going on. So I'm done with this Chevelle. I'm going to be pulling the Arizona. There it is back there. I'm going to be putting it back on the bench, and we're going to go ahead and get that thing completed. We're not far from finishing it. I just got the railings left to do, the anchors and chains, and I got the front mast that I still got to complete, which is the biggest part of what's left of that. I got the planes done. I do need to mount those onto the catapults, and it's just all small stuff like that. I could probably, if I apply myself, I should be able to have that rest of that done within maybe a week to 2 weeks max. So let's go ahead and get that done. Let's get the Chevelle out of the way. Let's do the reveal, and I will be right back. All right, guys, just a peek inside before we close it all up with the body. Let's see if I can get a pointer here so we can point some things out. Now we've got a stick here that'll work. So here's my interior of my Chevelle SS. I went with a blue and black seats, and I'm not sure if we can get a picture of the dash in there at all. Let me see if I can get some light on it here. Yeah, you can kind of see it there hiding. And there's my floor mats. Oops, let me get this out of the way. I got my floor mats in on both sides. There we go. And here's my motor with all my aftermarket stuff on there. And of course my camera's not going to focus. I got my aftermarket battery. And let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit better here. Let me zoom in on it. Maybe that'll work better than me wiggling it around. There we go. It only took me 2 months to get to this point, guys. I'm probably the slowest model builder in this group. 2 months. But I really took my time with this one. Like I said in my previous video, this was a Christmas present from my son. And that's the reason I went all out and bought all this extra parts and things for it. Here's my tires. I left all the chrome pieces chrome just as they came out of the kit. I know a lot of you guys remove that and, you know, reapply your own. And I don't really have anything that looks at nice, nor do I have the knowledge to really do that. So I just left it. I'm going to leave the bumpers the same way. But so far so good. I think it's coming out nice. And I really haven't had any major problems with this kit. It's going together really, really well. And of course I haven't tried to put the body on yet. Let me show you the underside here. So, and here's my body. I have not put the chrome bumpers or the grill or anything like that on it yet. I went with the color shift. It shifts from a blue to a purple, and I'm sure I'm not going to be able to make that happen on this with this lighting and this camera. And I must have probably 10 coats of clear sealer on here, and it really is shining nice. And here's my hood. And I figure what I'm going to do, I'm going to be putting this into a case after it's complete to keep it from dust and that kind of thing from getting on it. But I believe I am going to display it with the hood up. I'm not going to glue it up, but I am going to put a rod holding that up as it would in a real car if you're, propping the hood up. And the paint really does look nice. This camera, of course, doesn't do it any justice. You can kind of see how shiny it is there. It's got a really, really good gloss to it. And kind of see some of the purple coming out. And what I'll do after I finish putting this all together and ending this video, I'll take it outside in the daylight, and maybe we can make that color shift happen. Here's what I used here, Tester's Color Shift Purple Sunrise. And you, of course, got to put it on with a black base coat, otherwise it doesn't show up. So I used the Color Shift base coat that goes right along with this. And really happy with it. And then I used, like I said, I used a acrylic sealer, gloss acrylic sealer on it. And I got all my windows are in. So it's just a matter now of mounting the body onto the frame. But there we have it, guys. Like I said, I wanted to show you this before I put the top on, because I think a lot of this is going to be hidden once I get that top on there. And yeah, so let me go ahead and put the body on top of this, and I'll be right back. All right, here it is, guys. My Revell 68 Chevy Chevelle SS 396. And she is complete. 2 months in, I think I finally got it done. It's nowhere near perfect, but I think it came out nice. For somebody who's not, doesn't do many cars, and they are challenging. I do a lot of, as you know, a lot of military ships and that kind of thing. But man, this thing was a lot of fun. I'll have to say it did go together quite nice. I had to do a lot of planning ahead simply because of all the extra parts that I bought, and knowing when I could put those in, and trying to make it work with existing parts in it. So it brought its own challenges, but it was a whole lot of fun, and I think that's what it's really all about. So let me show you guys what we got here, guys. This is the top view looking down, of course, and the lighting's not the best in the world. I have this color shift paint on here, and it really does look nice, and I know I'm not going to be able to do it justice with this camera, but let me see what we can do here. What I might end up doing, it's dark outside right now. I had just finished it, and actually I got to be careful because these like rear view mirrors and door handles are still a little bit wet, so I got to make sure I don't knock those off. And I'll put some pictures at the end of this video. And there's our motor. There's the front. Let me see if I can get that into the camera here. Get some light on this. There we go. And like I said, I did take my time with this. I wanted to make it the best that I could make it. And let me reposition my grip here. Let me zoom out a little bit here. We can get more into the frame. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, so I think that came out really, really nice. I'm happy with that. And I got the hood here. And like I said, I'm going to display this with the hood open, like such. And I'm kind of glad that I decided to go ahead and do that, and I'll tell you why. This aftermarket air breather that I got on here sits a little too high. I don't know, you can just barely make it. I mean, it's just barely, there you can go. And so the hood does not close, but it's close enough to where I display it with the hood open. You're never going to see that that doesn't fit. You would never know. But if I tried to lay the hood on there now, you would, let me show you. It does not close. That's about the extent of it right there. Oops, hang on. Yeah, so that's about where it sits, right like that. So, but that's okay. I'm going to display it with the hood open. We got a lot of nice engine in there that I want to display. I want to be shown. So, yeah, so that's going to work out fine. And like I said, I'll put some pictures at the end, and I might go take it outside tomorrow and do a short video of the color shift on it. It goes from this purple, and I don't know if I can make it happen with this light here, and then it's got like a, well, it's a blue now, I'm sorry, blue, and then it goes into a purple. I wish I could make that happen. Well, anyways, yeah, like I said, it's not perfect. I got that situation with the air breather there, which is not a big deal because, like I said, I'm going to display it with the hood open. I do have a little bit of CA glue situation around this door handle here where I went to stick it on there and it didn't stick the first time and fell down and kind of rolled down the side of the door and left a little trail of CA. Common problems. I know we've all dealt with it before. And these are the stock tires, guys. I went with the red walls out. I think that looks sharp. And yeah, so there we have it. All right, so that's the end of that, guys. I need to get back to my Arizona. If you've been following the Arizona build, I've neglected that simply because I've been busy and I've got, I've been working on the Chevelle. I wanted to get this thing completed. And so just a whole lot going on. And guys, I do visit a lot of your guys' channels and I comment when I do come into your channels. I don't know how you guys do it. I got over 200 channels that I subscribe to, and a lot of these channels are active, and it's hard to, get to everybody's channel, over 200 channels, and watch, 20, 30 minutes of their videos and comment and, doing my job and then trying to work on my own stuff. So I try to do a well balance of everything. So I do go and visit everybody's channels. It might take me a few days to get to your channel after you upload your video, but I really try to get to everybody's. So with that being said, guys, I thank you for watching. Let me know how you think I did on the Chevelle here. Like I said, I'm not generally a car builder, but I took my time with this, and I really think it came out nice. I'm going to do a video of it outside in the sunlight, and we're going to make that color shift happen, so you guys can check that out. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and like and all that YouTube stuff, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.